Okay, so we're getting ready to start the disassembly and repair process over on this side now. So we'll just kind of get a look of before. You know, all this cheap plastic that's under here. That's going to get all replaced with teak. And all that. And then you can see under here that it's got all the staining from water leaks. Under here it's rotted. Yep, leaks. Lots of leaking here. All rotted. We'll be lucky if this comes off in one piece, so we can use it as a template. It's all rotted around here. Perfect. Welcome back to another exciting, thrill-filled adventure with DIY Nautical Dream.
Hi guys!
Hi guys!
Welcome back. I'm Priscilla.
And I'm Rich. Together we make DIY Nautical Dream.
Anyways, we will go straight to our project. Seems like we got lots of going on.
Oh my gosh. So we're transitioning from the Galley overhead project, moving right on over to the starboard side of the boat now.
Yep. We are sorting the demo on the starboard.
Yeah, we want to remove that white, wavy, badly gapped, poor installation. I would think it would be better if they didn't even put anything in there in the first place. Man, what an effort they did not put into it.
And then the large overhead leaks.
Oh yeah.
Unrotted.
Yeah, we got lots of overhead leaks. They hatched the windows. I think everything's leaking over there pretty much.
Yep, they just like to leaks. And then big leaks over the navigation station.
Yeah, we got more and more leaks. Everything rolls downhill, so.
And then the wires are routed poorly.
Man. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna route wires, route them nicely. These guys just throw them all over the place, and you can see them, and crazy. Stapled them.
Yeah, and then the plywood are just rotted so bad.
Yeah. It's sad. Sad to see. I know a lot of this happened from the boat sitting for so long, but some of this is poor installation follow through, bad sealing, whatever the materials they used at the time just didn't hold up.
And then we need to move the bulkhead.
Oh yeah,
seam.
Yeah, the bulkhead seam. That's off. It doesn't match up with the one on this side of the boat, so we're gonna see if we can move that seam to where they line up. It's nothing critical or anything like that. It's not lining up just right.
Yeah, and seems like this side is worse than the other side.
Yeah, so I think we have a little bit of new learning curve coming up because this side seems like it has a lot more leaks, a lot more rot, and constant moisture coming in every time it rains. It rains pretty heavy on that side of the boat inside.
But good news is we're ready for it.
Yeah, we know we're getting into it. We have an idea what to expect this time around.
Yep,
so.
It could be worse.
Yeah.
If it's less, then it's okay. But if it's worse, he's ready.
Yeah, we're ready.
Alright, so stay tuned guys. We're gonna show you how all these things gonna get done.
Yep, stay tuned.
Project.
We're gonna get into this and hopefully we can do as good on this side, if not better, than we did on the previous side we were working on. So let's see how we can do it.
You got it, Annie.
Yeah. Alright guys, stay tuned. We'll show you what we're doing here.
Oh, and guys, please don't forget to watch all the way through, right?
Yeah, play it a couple times if you want. We don't mind.
Just let it play, don't listen.
Yeah, well, you can listen if you want, but just, let it play a little bit for us, please. Thank you. Okay, so here we go. We're going to turn our attention to the starboard side of the boat, otherwise known as the right-hand side. And, from these pictures here, doesn't look so bad from a distance. Everything looks pretty decent, doesn't look rough. But as we started to look closer, we can see that we definitely don't like this white plastic for the underliner there. And then we start looking a little bit closer, we see there's just pretty big, hefty gaps on there. And it's really super wavy. And the closer we started looking, the more we started finding wrong and rot and water damage and a lot of leaks. So we're going to tear into this and see what we find. So here we go. Okay, so we're getting ready to start the disassembly and repair process over on this side now. So we're just going to get a look of before. You know, all this cheap plastic that's under here. That's going to get all replaced with teak. And all that. And then you can see under here that it's got all the staining from water leaks. Under here it's rotted. Yep, leaks. Lots of leaking here. All rotted. We'll be lucky if this comes off in one piece, so we can use it as a template. It's all rotted around here. Same thing right here. This is all wet. And probably be all right. I mean, we'll get that off. That'll be solid enough that we can use it as a template there. Down on this end, right in here, I don't know, doubtful, but we'll see. And then we want to move the joint. There's a seam right here. I think we're going to put the new joint there. So we'll do a little before, so we can see what we are starting out with, and then we'll see what it turns out like when this is all done. Looking at this white plastic underliner here tells me one thing. This was definitely done sometime later after the boat was new, and I think there's been a repair or some kind of damage happening under there, because this doesn't match the rest of the interior. This says something's wrong underneath there. I'll be the first to admit that when we were shopping and looking at this boat for the first and the second time, we overlooked a few things. And one of them was the nav station area. I saw the vinyl hanging down. I really didn't think it was that much. A lot of this stuff I really didn't think was going to be that hard to fix. I didn't think it would take that much time. Wow, was I ever wrong. So we overlooked a few things. Now we're fixing them, and we're going to make this boat the way we want it. One of the things that amazes me, and we've been seeing it throughout the main salon of this boat, are the stapled Velcro sections on the teak plywood panels and on the teak strips up above. That's how they attach the curtains to the windows, to the port light covers. I'm telling you, there has to have been a better way than doing that to staple to the wood. Come on. Okay, and also part of the plan is going to be, we're going to move this seam right here. We're going to move it back to here. Instead, we'll have the new divider, new separation point will be right here. And that'll go in line with the bulkhead across the way. So we want everything to be all lined up. And if you take a look at this port light here, once we're done, we'll make a new lens for it. It'll look a lot nicer. We'll make a new plywood panel here all the way down. We'll make new lenses here, new lenses there. They'll be tinted, they'll look a lot nicer, and we'll make all new teak panels going down here as well. And then underneath we'll put teak plywood under here, new lighting fixtures, and we'll make a teak panel under here also, and it'll have a new lighting fixtures as well. That's the plan. It's going to take a long time, but we'll get there. Part of the goal here is to replace these two windows here. We'll make new lenses, and just for the record, these things leak like crazy when it rains. Water drips down, it all comes down here, ends up getting onto the couch. Same thing over here. Water drips down there when it rains. You can see underneath there, lots of water run marks there. So yeah, this side of the boat leaks really bad when it rains. And so we know the water's coming from these two main windows here. Big leak, big source of the leak. And so maybe we'll find more once we get those panels off, but for now we're just getting started on this side, so we'll document everything for future reference. So we'll go ahead and get started, and we'll start by drilling out the teak bungs, the teak plugs that cover the screw heads there, and we'll start removing the teak window frames. Now with all the screws out, we're going to go ahead and try to remove this. I want to do it without breaking it, get it off in one piece like that. Then we're going to take a look and see what we see, if any cracks, any moisture, any rot. And right here on the bottom, oh yeah, definitely wet there. This has been leaking in this area constantly and consistently every time it rains. So we're doing the right thing, we're on the right path. Just have to keep finding these sources of water damage. So now we're going to drill out the teak bungs on the second teak frame. So now with the window and lens frames out, let's see what the teak looks like on the back side, see what kind of condition it's in. Well, we can definitely tell it's been sitting in some water for a while. Hopefully we can sand these and be able to save them just like we did on the other side of the boat. Teak's pretty resilient. There's a good chance we're going to be able to save these. Now with the inside teak lens frames removed on the forward and the aft lens position, we can get in closer and see an evaluation of just what kind of condition those retainer frames are at. I imagine they're going to be pretty soggy. Let's get in for a closer look. You can see all the evidence of just rotted wood structure behind here. It's going to come out in chunks because it's totally rotted. So same thing on the second one back here. This is all rotted. And you can see here, it's just been getting soaking wet over the years. So yeah, when we did the other side, it came, this all came out in a really big mess. So we're expecting the same over here. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get these teak bungs out of here, out of this trim piece. So what I've done is I've drilled some small little starter holes, and the next thing I'll do is I have a screw, number 8 screw, and I'm going to go ahead and just run that in there, and it'll help push these. It'll help push these out. So just like that. So and see, it comes out real nice. And then we'll just spin that off. And then it exposes the screw that's underneath that we're trying to get to eventually. So this in here. Got it up. And then you can see the screws are exposed, which we have access to now. There we go. So that's how we do that. It's not my idea, but I found it online and it works really well. So we decided to start using it on ours. And it works a lot better than trying to chisel those teak plugs out of there. So anyways, just thought I would share. So now with all the teak plugs removed and all the retainer screws taken out, now we were able to remove the long, large teak strip that was up there, and that's a gap cover strip, or you can call it the strip that covers the staples that hold the vinyl in place. So before we can start pulling the vinyl back, we have a few more steps we need to do. We need to remove these white vinyl covered gap covers, the overhead ones. And so we're going to leave our tape on there. And that's going to be our reference point for when we install these back in. But as you might know, we replace these with teak strips instead of white vinyl. It'll look a lot nicer. And based on past experience, we've already made our reference points. So we know where when we put the new teak trim on here, we know where it's going to line up with where it's going to be centered at on there and on here and down there. So because the vinyl shifts around as we pull and stretch it after we unstaple it, and so sometimes when we have our reference points on the vinyl, it doesn't always stay. So anyways, we got that. That'll be good enough. So we'll take this trim down. We're going to replace this with teak trim just like we did on the other side. But yeah, this is coming off pretty easy. So that means, yeah, that came off pretty easy. So see, this is rotted on the back side. That means moisture. Moisture. These are all rusty, just like we found on the other side over there. Same with all these are all rusty. So we already know, based on past experience, what's going on. We took this trim off here just a second ago, and you see these are all rusty too. So that tells you the plywood underneath here is all wet, which these are probably leaking. The hatch and everything up here is probably leaking. So we'll take this apart just like we did the other side, but we already know what we're getting into, so it's no big. At least we're ready for it. Now that we have all the vinyl gap covers removed off the overhead vinyl, it's time to turn our attention to the large piece of teak trim. To save time, off camera we pulled all the teak plugs out already, and so now it's just a matter of removing the screws and then pulling the trim. Oh, they stapled it. Wow. They stapled the speaker wire to the wood.
Perfect.
What a junky move that was. Well, they weren't real inventive.
That's gonna prepare.
That's kind of backyard. Right through the speaker wire.
Oh no!
Right through the Bose speaker wire even. They couldn't use some kind of like mini clamps. Gee whiz. Not real skilled in their electrical. That's just crazy. Not very creative. All right. So we got that, but you can see all the water damage there. See all the water damage in here? Just rotted. But that's what I expected. And then all under here. All here, it's still even wet. And then all through here too. But that's okay. That's what we were expecting. A lot the same as it was on the other side, so anyways, we know what we're in for. I'm not surprised. I would have been surprised if it was better. So, and then right here, we're going to try and use this as a template. Look how soft that is. Mm-hmm. There's nothing left of that. I'll be lucky if I can get that off without it falling apart.
Yeah.
All right. We'll have to get that large piece of teak trim off. It's really exposed even more damage than we've seen before. The rot is more extensive. The water is still there. It's very wet and damp down in that area. And yeah, we got our work cut out for us on this one. It's not going to be easy, that's for sure. As we start viewing aft, you can see the damage gets worse. It's almost like the water and the moisture was trailing aft. It's probably true because maybe this slopes down a little bit more. But yeah, we got our work cut out for us here for sure here. This looks a lot worse than I was thinking it was going to be. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get any good templates off of these pieces or not, but we'll have to just wait and see. We'll have to remove them and delicately get them off the boat, tape them together so they retain their shape, and hopefully we can use them for templates. Now on a positive note, I have learned how to do my first eye splice. So that was pretty cool. Watched a couple of guys on YouTube showing us how to do it, and bought some line and some fids and practiced, and this is what we came up with.
Alright guys, we're back.
Alright, yeah, so we're not sure how bad this side's going to be. We have a feeling it's going to be worse than the other side, and we're just getting started. So let's see how this goes. You can already see just from the stuff we've been taking apart in this episode that we have our work cut out for us. The quality did not get any better on this side than what they were doing on the other side. In fact, I think it's worse. So I don't know if they had teams of people working on this boat, but none of them got any better the farther they got on the boat. So anyways, we have our work cut out for us, that's for sure, but here we go again.
Remember, if it was easy, he's not doing it.
That's true. Just remember, if it was easy, we wouldn't be doing it. Right, baby?
Yep.
Right.
Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. If you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe down below. Clink,
clink, clink, right there, man. It really means a lot to us if you guys subscribe. And for those of you that are longtime subscribers, we sure really appreciate your support and watching our videos each and every week. And please don't forget to give it that thumbs up and the comment down below. It really means a lot to us. Just let us know what you think. Our learning curve is definitely getting better. We're doing a lot easier with improving on our quality of work and just
video.
Yep, everything. We're doing better on everything. I mean, if you go back to our first videos,
It's all picture.
Anyways, thanks for watching.
See you. Stay tuned.
See
Bye.
ya. Bye. Dang, if I only hit record, man.
I think you did.
Okay.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I'm Priscilla.
And I'm Rich.
Together
we make
DIY.
Together. No, I'm together too. Let's try it again.
Hi guys.
Hi guys. Okay, we're good.
Hi
Hi
guys.
guys. Welcome back.
I'm Priscilla. Dude.
Okay, we're good. All right, so, oh man. So I forget to hit record again.
Wow, really?
Oh, is it recording?
No.
What? Are you
Nope.
sure?
Yep.
Dang.
Okay, come
All
on,
right.
let's do it again.
We'll redo it again. Man.
Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Priscilla. I'm by myself. Doing this project alone.
Oh, dang. I think I forgot to hit record.
Like always.
Oh, man. Is it recording?
No. I think you did. Or maybe not. Did we record it?
Hang on. Not yet.